guys! Today is another vlog day. We are in week 2 of homeschool this year, and it is going infinitely better than last week. I think one of the key reasons it's going better is because I did plan out this week and I wrote the kids their lists so they know exactly what is expected of them. And that is 100% more helpful than just kind of flying by the seat of our pants. That does work more in the second semester once we are used to the new resources, once we have our rhythm under control and just understand how much time things are going to take, but that was not good for the first week of school. So it is Wednesday, August 20th, and I am trying to get a bunch of stuff done today. It is the kids' passion project day. It's also my passion project day. However, my passion projects lately have been not very involved. They are more just getting homeschool ready and trying to do last minute things and get the house cleaned up. I've had such a lovely season of rest, and I know I've talked about it so much over the past couple of months, but it was so nice to just rest and relax, and it reminded me of some of the things that I really want to be intentional about as I'm moving into the fall. I am excited to share some of that with you as we move into the fall, but right now I am just trying to kind of get through the last couple of weeks of August before the busyness sets in, and September is quite busy for us. We have some college visits, we have some vacation time, we have the SAT for Emma, and just, all kinds of just crazy things. But today is our passion project day. I do have some errands I have to run. We have to get Jack's new glasses. We went on the 1st for him to choose new frames, and I've been calling and they have not come in. And then finally yesterday afternoon I called and they said, oh yes, they just came in. So we're hoping to go this morning. I have to go to the library. I need to drop off the paperwork for the homeschool year. So I need to bring the subsequent notice that we are required to have in Maine to our superintendent's office, as well as our end of year assessments from last year. I do have one for Emma because, it's required, but I don't know if there's anything else they want me to do to kind of close up her high school career. And honestly, the way that the Maine homeschool statute is written is that the compulsory age is 6 through 17. So as soon as they turn 17, as soon as they have their 17th birthday, we're no longer under the compulsory age law, and so we aren't required to do anything, but I want to make sure that it's like actually finalized, because one of the reasons that we graduated her this past year instead of next year is so that she has the opportunity to do the free community college if she chooses to. She does not have to make that decision until the fall of 2027, and we are right in the middle of college applications for fall of 2026 for public university and private schools. So if she decides that she is not willing to take on the debt for, a 4-year school at the moment, she does have the opportunity to do the 2 years. So we'll see. So I need to bring that paperwork in and talk to the people at the superintendent's office just to make sure that we have all of our ducks in a row. And I think that there are probably a couple of other things that I need to get to as well today. I do have my plan for the day, and I'm using some brighter colors for my highlighters. Usually I use the Bold Blooms highlighters from Erin Condren, the Bold Blooms pack from last year, because they're more muted tones and I feel like it looks nice in the Sterling Ink planner. But one of the reasons that I love using Erin Condren is because of the bright colors, and the Sterling Ink planner is just not bright. It reminds me of more muted tones, not super colorful stickers or anything like that. So like these ones that I have, it's more of these like muted tone Sterling Ink stickers, which I also really like, but I wanted to see how I would feel about using some of the bright colors in the planner, so I'm doing that a little bit. We'll see how it goes. The other thing that I want to work on today is my 13th week setup, and that is kind of just planning and prepping for my quarterly refresh, which is the first week in September, for the last quarter of 2025, which is insane to me. Yes, I do them a little bit differently. I know that technically the third quarter does not end until the end of September, but for me, Once August is over, it is fall in Maine. That's just a given. And because I don't set new goals in December, that's just where we're at. I also would like to do a little bit more with my homeschool planner setup. I have done the initial setups, but I just want to move some of the information into that planner. But first I need to make myself some breakfast. Lucy is making pancakes right now, and Jack is working on some video game coding. He's working on this video game and is troubleshooting with some chat GPT, I think. But I need to make myself some breakfast because I'm starving, and then we will get started on the day. Okay, so we just got Jack's glasses. What do you think? Do you like them?
Yeah.
He said that his vision is a little
Dizzy.
Yeah, which is going to happen for a couple of days. It was a long time coming for him to get a new prescription. So we went to the superintendent's office and dropped off the paperwork for the homeschool year, so that's all done. And now I think we are just going to head home. That was like the quickest trip out. I thought it was going to take a lot longer. It didn't, so great start to the day. We are home from the errands. The other thing that I had planned to do when we were out was go to the library, but the library is not open yet. So now I'm going to have to go back to the library later. I am really excited because today, not the day that I'm filming this, but the day that this goes live, is the Powersheets cover release. So I'm really excited because I already know the covers, and I actually have all of my Powersheets right over there, which I'm trying to keep out of frame because I can't share them until Cultivate What Matters shares them. I am so excited. So if you have seen the covers already, let me know which one you are most excited about. I love their take this year on how they've designed the covers and what they represent. So I'm really excited to hear what everybody else thinks. Okay, it is 9:30 and my sister-in-law is going to be driving up to get my nieces and nephew at some point this morning because they just got back from their trip to England and France. So I will be seeing her at some point this afternoon, but we have to get some homeschool stuff done. We're starting late. We haven't done Bible. We have been using this James study from the Daily Grace Co. It is more geared towards like an individual Bible study and older, adults, but it works for my older kids, and my youngest is just along for the ride. And I think that there's a lot of practical information in there, so we are enjoying that so far. We're only a week and a half in, obviously, because we're only a week and a half into school. I think I shared last week that I'm working on getting the homeschool bin situated, and I'm feeling good about having everything back in the homeschool bins because it's just too much for me to try and like pull things out and put things away and pull things out. And while my kids will put things away, they don't do it in the neatest way. So I'm going to go up and sit with Lucy and just make sure that she is on track for her homeschool, and Jack is going to work on some of his stuff. He's a little bit dizzy, like he said in the car, from the glasses, so he doesn't need them for computer work and he doesn't need them for reading. He just needs them for distance, but obviously we want him to get used to the glasses, so he'll probably wear those for a little bit this morning and then take a break and do some of his schoolwork and then put them back on maybe when he goes out for a run later. That's where we're at. Gotta get going with homeschool. It's 11 o'clock. We are making a little bit of progress. Jack definitely took my words to heart that he needs to wear his glasses for a little while. So he's playing a video game.
I am playing video games.
Why?
Because, well, so the thing is, this is not actually the video game that you assigned me for school. Because I got new glasses and I can't, like, all my stuff is on, like, books and stuff, so, like, I would need to take them off. So,
I see.
yeah, so, like, I'm being productive instead, you know?
And what game is this?
Terraria.
Is this the game you're going to be playing during your live stream?
Yes.
So are you cheating right now by playing it before your live stream?
No, I'm just doing the boring stuff now. So I can do the exciting stuff on my live stream.
Not the video game that I've assigned for his English class. For his English class this year, he is doing narrative design and writing for games. And It is primarily focused on the storytelling aspect of video games because that is what he is really interested in doing, creating video games. And so we are reading a lot of fun books, kind of some quest type novels, like he's starting with The Hobbit. Some other books are The Martian and Ender's Game. So within this English course, he's also going to be evaluating some video games that he is going to be playing through just for their storytelling ability and kind of how they progress from, I don't know, start to finish. We love games like Zelda, at least I do. Nostalgia, right? And so I wanted to incorporate a lot of that for him for this year, but he's not playing Undertale, which is what he is supposed to be playing during this first term. Right now, I can hear that Lucy is up and not actually doing her lap book, so I need to go back and address that, but it's 11 o'clock. I have to start thinking about lunch. I think I'm going to make some like chicken tenders for lunch, something very easy, and then probably the cousins are going to be coming over around lunchtime or right after lunchtime, and so I'm not entirely sure what our afternoon is going to bring. I have gotten quite a bit done. I did not get out to the library yet, obviously, and I still do want to sit down and do my 13th week plans, so we will see. I am behind time-wise as far as homeschooling Lucy because we ran out to get Jack's glasses this morning and drop off that paperwork. So I'm a little bit behind, and I may end up just pushing that stuff until tomorrow. I have Lucy's week pretty well structured so that I have a little bit of wiggle room if we had a day that was not going to be super productive, which is good, especially at the start of the year, to plan a little lighter on what we need to get done. I'm just kind of trying out a few different things as to what parts of the day we are doing things, but I am already running into some of the issues that I ran into in the spring with her, which is she wants to wait until way later in the day to do school, and that just doesn't work for me. So trying to get her on board to do stuff with me first thing in the morning is a little bit more challenging, but we are continuing to work through it, so we will get there. So this is what I'm making for lunch, something just super quick and easy. It says there's 7 servings in this bag, but no, it will feed my 3 kids for lunch. Oh my gosh, guys, it is almost 2:30 and I haven't really checked in since, when was it? Maybe around 11:30 when I was making lunch. My sister-in-law came over with my nieces and nephew and we chatted for a little bit about her trip, and she gave me a box of peaches from their peach tree down at their house, which was full of peaches when they got home, so that was really cool. Everybody is pretty much done with school. Emma is doing writing sprints upstairs. She has like my TV in the bedroom. She has like the ambiance music and the writing sprints, and there's like a whole scene on the TV that helps motivate her to write, so she's doing that. Lucy is playing and Jack is getting ready for his live stream, which starts I think at 3 o'clock. And I am just going to be working on some planning for my 13th week. I don't have anything that I'm really thinking about. I think I maybe mentioned this recently that typically at this point in the quarter, I will have a list of things that I want to do in the next quarter, but I really don't have anything. Mainly cleaning out the house and getting rid of stuff is the only thing that I've actually thought of. So we will see what I end up coming up with for the 4th quarter. But I think I'm actually going to wrap it up here. I thought that I would share a little bit more about my 13th week, but I just need to sit down and brainstorm and figure out exactly what I want. Stay tuned this week for all of the Powersheets fun that is coming. I think on Thursday I can share the Powersheets. I think that I can share on Thursday, and I will have a full review and walkthrough of the new Powersheets. I have 3 covers in my possession right now. 1 they were kind enough to send me, and 2 I purchased early so that I could see them because I do not know what cover I want. But I really like all of the covers this year, so it's going to be hard to decide. So stay tuned for that this week. I will have, I think, an extra video because I don't usually post on Thursday, and the Powersheets video will go up on Thursday, and then season by season and fresh start daily and weekly planners will be up on Friday. I think that's when I will have it ready. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this little peek into our homeschool day. We are getting back into the rhythm of things. It is probably going to take, I would say, until the middle of September before we're really ready to just easily get up and go each day. But I think that things are moving much more smoothly this week than they were last week, even though last week was just an introduction. So, again, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.